guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have this Foxy makeup look for you guys. I hope you like it, and if you're interested in knowing how I achieved it, then please keep on watching. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of tape. I'm just going to apply that on the outer corner of my eye all the way to the end of my eyebrow. This is going to serve me as a guide, and it's going to sharpen my eyeshadow extremely well, and it's going to be just exactly what I need for this look. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using Soft Ochre by MAC, and this is going to help the eyeshadow last longer and it's going to prevent any creases. Because Soft Ochre is tacky and sticky, I'm going to apply any loose powder on top, and this is going to make my eyelid smooth, and when I blend my eyeshadows later on, it'll be easier. Now for the eyeshadows, I'm going to be using this Stila palette. It's called In the Light. And I'm going to go ahead and apply Bliss. With a small brush, I'm going to start from the outer corner of the eye. And slowly, I'm going to blend that upwards and towards the center of the eye. I'm using very, very little product. And I'm using circular motions and slowly building that product up. Because I want to start with a very subtle transition shade. Now I'm going to be taking Sandstone, and with the tiniest little bit of this eyeshadow and a much smaller brush, I'm going to start repeating the exact same process. And the reason why I'm using a smaller brush is because the smaller the brush, the more precise the application is. And with this eyeshadow, I'm going to apply that just on the outer corner of the eye, right where we want that line defined, and I'm also going to drag it towards the eyelid, kind of creating a eyeliner with the brown eyeshadow. But for the eyelid part, I'm going to change my brush again for an even smaller and more precise brush, so I have more control in the application of this eyeshadow. And again, little by little, we're going to start building up this product. Now we're using Ebony, which is a very dark black eyeshadow. I'm just going to use the same brush, the very small one, and I'm going to repeat the exact same process that I did with the two previous eyeshadows. And all we're doing here is we're creating depth in this look. And the key here is a very, very small amount of eyeshadows and very little work, but a lot of blending. Again, I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner of the eye, kind of just on that line, shaping the eyeliner with the eyeshadow very well. And then I'm going to drag it tightly on my lash line, as tight as possible. Following that, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend away. I will blend. And the key for this look is blending. I'm going to apply any black eyeliner on my lash line. I'm just going to tightline. And this is going to make your eyelashes look thicker by covering that gap between your lashes and your eyeball. Yes, eyeball. Here's the difference that it makes. Now I'm going to go ahead with the face, and I'm going to start by priming it. And today I'm using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. And this is just going to help the makeup last longer by giving the foundation something to stick to. And as you can see, I'm just going to apply this all over the face. I'm just going to make sure that I focus mainly on the T-zone of my face. Then I'm taking this foundation by Kat Von D. This is in the shade 53, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And with my wet beauty blender, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the face. This foundation tends to dry very quick, so that's why I'm not applying it all at once. I'm going section by section, applying it, blending it, applying it, blending it. And yeah, I'm just going to apply this all over the face just to cover any blemishes, imperfections, or discoloration. This is just basically going to give me a white canvas for me to work on. Today I'm skipping concealer because this foundation is on the heavier side, and also I'm going to be applying some powder on that area anyways, so it won't matter. Using this Rimmel powder in the shade, I can't remember, I'll leave it in the description box. I'm just going to dab that all over the face, and I'm using a dab in motion because this sinks the product in the skin. I'm not rubbing, I'm not blending, I'm dabbing, and this is going to help your makeup last longer. And then I'm just going to apply this all over the face, and then right after that I'm going to take the Maybelline 220 powder, and with a sponge, this is the sponge that it comes with, I'm going to focus that right underneath the eyes. As you can see, this brightens up the area, and applying it with the sponge gives you this soft finish that I really like, and also maximizes the coverage. As you can see, there's a huge difference between the area that I apply the powder versus the area that I haven't applied the powders. So this is something that I really like doing with my powders. And then I'm also going to apply that on the forehead, chin, and around my nose. Using Nyland by MAC, which is a baked white eyeshadow, one of my favorite eyeshadows in the whole world, I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyebrow. And with the other end of this brush, I'm going to blend that. I'm also going to apply that on the tear duct of my eye and slightly bringing it on my lower lash line. This is again going to bring brightness to the eye look. Now with any black eyeliner, I'm just going to apply that on my bottom waterline. And then going back with the Stila palette, I'm taking the first shade we use, which is Bliss. And with a small dense brush, I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line, just so that it's not naked and to help the black eyeliner blend with the rest of the makeup. And then right after that, I'm just going to take any mascara. You can use any mascara you like. I usually apply mascara on my lower lashes first, so that when I do my upper lashes, they don't get smudged. And then following that, I just do my upper lashes as well. I like applying my mascara before my falsies, and this gives the falsies something to sit on. Today for falsies, I'm using the Wispies. These are just more fluffier on the outer part of the eye, so it gives you that elongated eye look. And I'm just going to place them on my lashes, basically sitting them on my real lashes as close as possible. And now we're ready to go flying away with our lashes. Bye! No, I'm kidding. We gotta go back to the face. Because we used all these powders, they kind of had the tendency to completely erase all your features, your shadows. So I'm going to be using this Kat Von D face palette, and I'm going to take the bronzers from the bottom, and I'm just going to be mixing them, and I'm going to bring the shadows shape and structure back by applying the bronzers on the hollows of the cheeks, the sides of the forehead, my forehead, and whatever's left over on my jawline. I'm using a denser brush because I want the contour to be very focused. Like I said, the more dense the brush, the more focused the application. So I'm just going to apply that on the hollows of the cheeks, and you can find them by sucking your cheeks in, and then that line that marks on your cheeks, that's your cheek line. As easy as that. And then once I finish contouring with this brush, I'm going to take a fluffier brush again to blend everything together, make sure that there are no harsh lines. I don't want any harsh lines, but I do want to have my makeup defined, if you know what I mean. For blush today, I'm going to be using Petal Power by MAC. It's a mineralized blush, which means it has a little bit of shimmer to it. It isn't matte. So I'm just going to apply that on the cheekbones. I'm going to smile, and I'm just going to blend them from the center, going in circular motions upwards. And I find that this application works best with my bone structure. Now I'm going to use the Smashbox Primer Water, and I'm going to apply that all over the face. And this is going to help the makeup stick to the face, making it last longer, and also makes your highlight stand out. For highlight, I'm going to be using this one from Milani, but I didn't realize how dark it was until it was too late, kind of. So I also like to spray my brush just so that the highlight sticks really well to it and the transfer is smooth. So like I said, I'm just going to apply that on the highest point of my cheeks, and then I realized that it was a little bit too dark for my liking, so I decided to take a brush and blend that out towards my bronzer. Just because it was darker, it was going to make my bronzer look mineralized. And the new highlight that I'm going to be using is the Neutral Eyes from Too Faced, and I'm just going to apply that on the highest point of the cheeks, on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Now I'm just going to contour my nose using the same bronzers that I used on my face. I'm just going to draw 2 parallel lines on the sides of my nose, and I'm also going to apply a little bit on the tip of the nose, and with a dense brush I'm just going to blend those out extremely well, and then I'm going to finish blending with the tips of my finger just because I don't want any harsh lines and I want my contour to be very defined. For the lips today, I'm going to be using a liquid matte lipstick from Deck of Scarlet, and oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to die! These are the most beautiful, pigmented, creamy, they don't transfer at all. They're just extremely beautiful, these lipsticks. I am obsessed. Yes, I am obsessed. I'm not exaggerating. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm just going to use this mauve lipstick. It's called Moody Mauve, and it is beautiful. I'm obsessed with these. You're probably going to be seeing me using them in the next following tutorials because I love these matte lipsticks. They're my new favorites, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lips, and that is it, you guys. This concludes this makeup look.